Let's go! Cool kids step to the front. Cool kids. Too sweet sign for the click.
Bitch, you don't work there.
Feel like I need a shower just looking
Gotta
at
get
you.
right, can't quit. Yeah, I'm up next on the Prince. They ain't been the same ever since. Living pretty
We
well
cut
on
the head off a
challenge.
You're gonna be single for the rest of your life.
Brock Lesnar on the beast.
Look at the heat.
Sleep flex on
Look
the
at the
beat.
heat.
Whole new swag with a bounce on the tag. Coming live from the west to the east. Better recognize on the mouthpiece. See the power level got
I get no bitches.
Bringing content on the daily. Feeling like Gresh unleashed.
Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, non-binary pals, and everybody in between. Technical difficulties aside, but we are back live for your NXT Stand and Deliver post-show. What a show it was, ladies and gentlemen. I saw, I'm pretty sure people saw my meltdown, and as a matter of fact, we're going to keep it in the live feed, but if you're listening wherever you listen to your podcast, you're not going to see the meltdown, the mini meltdown that just happened with my literal board glitching out. But what didn't glitch out was Stand and Deliver, in my humble opinion. It was a brilliant show. I might as well tell people we're back live because the glitches are done. Might as well do it live. But yo, Stand and Deliver, I would say it was one match that kind of not took me out of it, but it was up there as far as like this show was pretty good. It was a lot of matches. I could tell you the Fatal 5-Way match was my match of the week. Weekend. I still haven't seen Super Card of Honor yet. I need to watch that. What else? Obviously the ladder match. Those ladies put their lives on the line, and the outcome I was not expecting. So much to talk about on that went down for NXT Stand and Deliver, and hopefully you guys are enjoying yourselves. If you haven't already, make sure if you are listening or if you are joining us live on whether it is YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, no matter where, make sure you hit that follow button by scanning that QR code to your top left, or matter of fact, make sure you hit that subscribe button wherever you listen to your podcast by also scanning that QR code as well. I'm gonna leave both of them up, most specifically the follow Gresh part, so that way you guys can stay in tune with everything that's going on. But technical difficulties aside, we are here live and in living color. Talk about NXT Stand and Deliver. My God, we back though. Gotta let people know. Oh man. I was not expecting that. Those technical, like I literally got on here and it just started glitching. It literally just started glitching for no reason. Wow. All right, that's out there. That is out there. But we are back live, and so much that just happened on Stand and Deliver, including, we might as well talk about, for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, we're going to be talking about matches, the unsanctioned match between Johnny Gargano and Grayson Waller, the NXT Tag Team Championship Triple Threat match that I actually enjoyed because they had all three men in there and not just having one team stand on there look like a bunch of idiots. We got the kickoff show that went down, the Chase U versus Schism. We had NXT North American Championship Fatal 5-Way match. Wesley defending against JD McDonagh, Ilja, Dragunov, Axiom, and Dragon Lee. NXT Women's Tag Team Championship match that was pretty much set up for in the dead spot, in my opinion, because a lot of people during this match did not really care in the crowd. I mean, they probably did, or the mics was down. I don't know, but this was pretty much a dead spot. But they went in and knocked it out of the park. And obviously, they started off with this match, the ladder match for the NXT Women's Championship, with an outcome that I did not expect, to say the very least. And then obviously the match a lot of people was waiting on, the NXT Championship main event. So much on tap and so much to talk about. What went down. For those of you who don't know already, after technical difficulties aside, I am the voice that does the most, the purveyor of mischief, Gresh, Usually, always joining me is the Queen of Rebels herself, Swella the Bandit, but she is currently on a show. She will be looking to join us for tonight's festivities for WrestleMania Night 1. That will be going down immediately following WrestleMania. Hopefully, the technical difficulties are out of this computer, and all the technical difficulties are out of its system, so that way we can actually get the ball rolling on that going down. But like I said, if you haven't already, if you don't know who I am, I just told you. I am the purveyor of mischief, Gresh, and we got a lot to talk about. And we might as well start from we're gonna go like we always do. We're gonna go backwards. And we're gonna actually let you guys know who won the speed round preview and predictions. For those of you who don't follow along on the podcast, we do a speed round preview and predictions on where we basically just throw names out there who we think we're going to win. And for Stand and Deliver this year, it is a tie because the women's championship ladder match threw all of our predictions off. We did not expect that outcome, but what outcome we did pick and we did expect was this one. And new NXT champion Carmelo Hayes, my main man, Carmelo Hayes is the NXT champion after defeating Bron Breakker. And can I tell you the truth? I got to tell you the truth, my guy. That man, I said it on Twitter, and I'll say it again right here. Carmelo Hayes is the right choice to carry the brand if and when Bron Breakker gets called up to the main roster. Because I can tell you right now, after what we saw tonight, he's going to that main roster. Whether it's whether it's after WrestleMania, close to SummerSlam, he's going because like I said, he is impressive. Like, we can't discount that. Some of his matches are hit or miss for me, but Bron Breakker, I can always, without a shadow of a doubt, expect to be impressed whenever that bell rings. And that's coming from a fan's point of view. And I'm not talking about a worker or in-ring, whatever. This is from a fan's point of view. So shout out to Bron Breakker for rocking as NXT champion for the past year and a half. And shout out Vic Joseph for reminding me that Bron lost the title to Dolph Ziggler last year and won it back on Raw. That was completely random and out of left field, but nevertheless, Bron Breakker, he did his thing as NXT champion, and now Carmelo Hayes stands before you as the NXT champion. Man came out rocking the Lakers colors because they was in LA, the cryptoarena.com or the crypto.com arena, formerly known as the Staples Center. I'm going to keep calling it Staples because that's just how I roll. But as far as the match itself, minor hiccup aside where Carmelo slipped, this was actually a fun match. I was emotionally invested in the entire ordeal. Like, shout out to them. Like Austin said, he is him, Gresh. He is him. Ken says that. Oh, like, yo, for real. He is him. Carmelo Hayes is him, as he wants to remind you. And so much, like, the match itself, like I said, was literally, it wasn't picture perfect, but I don't expect picture perfect when it comes to wrestling. Like, for those of you who want everything to be executed, or you that type of person that likes to pinpoint what looks good and what doesn't, go get you some bitches and move on, because it's not gonna happen. Like, the match killed it, in my opinion. He hasn't missed since debuting. Carmelo has not missed since debuting. Like, his two NXT North American title reigns. He's the final NXT Cruiserweight champion. Him and Trick have been killing it. And like I said on Twitter, I'll say it right now, I don't care who is trying to convince me. After tonight, it literally solidified. Well, today, because it's still during the day. After today, it solidified that Trick Williams, if Carmelo Hayes is eventually called up, Trick Williams has to be with him. There is no debate, no discussion, no argument, no nothing. He has to be with that man. And the reason why I say that is because you do not break up greatness. I don't care if You feel like Trick doesn't like he isn't smooth in the ring. You want to know how this works? The WWE works. They have dark matches. They have live events. If he's not ready, he can get ready. It's so many people I've seen on the main roster that be looking awkward in the ring, but they still be getting called up and doing stuff. As long as that character work is down pat, because let's be real, the ring, I told Swella, and I've told countless of my people, the in ring is cool. In ring is solid. Like if the in ring is just like chef's kiss, cool. But if you have a character that I can emotionally invest my time, my life, my love into, then you are winning. You are winning with me. I am a storyteller. I literally script write. I script write for a living, or at least I'm trying to. Like, I'm trying to make that a passion where I can write my own scripts for my own shows. So far, I'm writing on my own script for my YouTube channel, and they're all winning right now. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's legitimately how I feel about about character work in wrestling. If there's an emotional investment, if there's time invested in it, then please, for the love of God, let it work. That's all. That's all I ask. That's all. That's all it is, and that's all it's gonna be, as Carmelo Hayes like to say. But if the character work is brilliant and efficient and engaging, then you have my attention. And that's what I feel like with Trick Williams. He is the perfect package with Carmelo Hayes. There's no splitting them up. There shouldn't be any splitting them up. There's no need to split them up, in my humble opinion. And that's just how I feel. But as far as the prediction goes for this particular match, myself and Swella both picked Carmelo Hayes to win, and knew, once again, congratulations, and new NXT North. He was North American champion, NXT champion, him, Carmelo Hayes. And speaking of the NXT North American Championship, that's might as well what we talk about right now, and that is that match right there. This match right here. Wesley, JD Big Ass Head McDonagh. I'm just joking. JD McDonagh, Wesley, Ilja Dragunov, Dragon Lee, the two half brothers fighting in Wesley and Dragon Lee, and Axiom. This match was exceptional. This was a lot of stuff that happened during this match was intense. What's up, Andrew? I see you. Appreciate you for stopping by. This match right here was brilliant. Shout out Dragon Lee. Shout out his half brother Wesley. Shout out JD McDonagh. Shout out Ilja Dragunov. Shout out Axiom, because Axiom was literally hitting all cylinders during this match. Everybody in this match brought their A game. You had 3 high flyers and 2 technicians, and everybody gelled perfectly. This match right here proved that they, if you put the right talent in the ring together, they can create magic, and that's exactly what they did. They created freaking magic. They created magic in during this Fatal 5-Way, and it was nonstop. It was nonstop action the entire time. And of course, in the end, Wesley overcame 3 other guys and his half brother Dragon to retain the NXT North American Championship. And you see the people behind him in this picture. If you are watching in video format, they gave this man a standing ovation. That's how good this entire match was. It was that good. It was that good. So like I said at the top of the show, I still haven't seen Supercard of Honor, and I know that they have some solid matches on SmackDown as well that I did watch. Yo, for real, the Fatal 5-Way match might end up being my show of the week. Oh, not show, my showing of the week and match of the weekend. And we still ain't got WrestleMania. WrestleMania is still on tap tonight. That's how good this match was. So whomever has to, and it's funny how when this match happened, I was like, whomever has to follow this has a lot to live up to. And I believe who had to follow this. It wasn't fair on their part, but it was just the lay of the land. Oh wait, who followed them? It was the unsanctioned match. But yeah, what's to say? Also, Sean should have gave Wes his 10-man match. Man, they weren't finna produce no 10-man match. That would have been that would have been half the locker room. They don't got a lot of he did right. He was like, hold on now. We ain't got that many. We're still development. We ain't got that many talent that's that ready to be on Stand and Deliver in front of LA. So I got you. We're gonna bump you down to 5. It's gonna be you, and 4 others. It's gonna be a 5-man match because having to produce 10. I don't know, but now, on all seriousness, this match, wow, this was a show stealer. This was indeed a show stealer. As far as predictions, we both, myself and Swell, both picked JD McDonagh because we just threw it out there. But I am not mad at this pick. I am not mad that Wesley retained. And shout out to Chris. I'm about to quote him right quick. Wrestling is for niggas. Wrestling is for niggas. So every time I see some black men, some black wrestlers, some black women win, wrestling is for the niggas. That's all I'm gonna say. But shout out to this match right here, and shout out to Wesley on successfully retaining the NXT North American Championship. Scrappy McDonagh. Next up, we're going to talk about which match did I miss? We're going to talk about this one right here, the unsanctioned match. Johnny Gargano versus Grayson Waller, Stephen Amell's variant from Planet X. This match right here. I had a bid on Twitter how many kickouts would Johnny do in this match, because for those of you who don't know, if you don't know, Johnny Gargano during the peak and the height of NXT Black and Gold pre-2020 or in 2020 and before, that man will refuse to not kick out. He would kick out a certain shit to the point where you literally started to question if I should be cheering for him. That's how much he kicked out, and that's how many times he kicked out. So yeah, this match right here, I enjoyed this match. It was pretty tamed compared to Johnny's previous unsanctioned match, because that one was more bitter and personal. It was Johnny Gargano versus Tommaso Ciampa. So that one was more bitter compared to this one. But this one, to me, it made me a more fan of Grayson Waller. Like, I can give Grayson Waller his props. He has, like, I was one of those people who cast him aside when NXT 2.0 became a thing. I was like, yo, this dude isn't gonna make it. He's corny, he's cheesy. But what this man has done, he has taken the ball, he has knocked it out of the park. I can't say anything negative about what he did after losing that Vengeance Day. Even though he lost 2 back-to-back, he lost that Vengeance Day, and now he lost that Stand and Deliver. But it's like, I cannot give this man enough props for everything that he did during his match. So much so that BDE, a wild BDE sighting, this man popped up. This man popped up on screen, and he was baffled. We had a wild BDE sighting because that man was like, "Bro, what is going on? What just happened?" He trying to figure out, like, what did I just get what did I just see? What did we just witness, bro? Like, it was that insane with shout out to BD. I know he's having a good time going at that show. Like, he's one of those talented individuals that I love seeing work. So yeah, shout out BD. But he was like, I'm pretty sure he tweeted, "Hey bro, Johnny Gargano died." He died, bro. BDE was the star of this match. That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, this man, I was like, I knew he was gonna be on TV. Soon as I saw where he was sitting at, I knew exactly where he was gonna be. Soon as I saw where he was sitting at, that man popped up, and I'm like, yep, he's gonna be on TV. And this is the match. And it's funny how this is the match that they picked for him to be on. So that was hilarious. Obviously, Candice LeRae got involved as well. Candice LeRae got involved because this man Grayson Waller showed up at their house and got disrespectful. So she gave Quill to the young lady who was sitting next to her, because when I looked down and looked up, all I saw was Candice. I saw Candice with a baby, and then when I looked down, looked up, I saw her without a baby, and I was like, where the fuck the baby go? But then when they showed the replay, they showed her give the baby to the lady that was sitting next to her, who also said, by the way, kick his fucking ass. I read her lips. So she was like, kick his fucking ass. So that entire match was fun. The unsanctioned match was fun. And obviously, it came down. This man, Grayson Waller, showed up to Johnny Gargano's house. He showed up and got disrespectful. So he was not about to let this or lie down for this man. He was like, yo, you got disrespectful? I got all the disrespect for you. So we about to cook. And that man wrapped a chair around his neck and struck it with another chair. That man was gone. That man was not. He went sleep. He went to sleep. And Johnny Gargano won the unsanctioned match. And we got one final mini The Way reunion. Spoiler alert for those who don't know, that's who won the ladder match. But this was a heartfelt moment, in my opinion, for you love to see it. The Way reuniting, minus Austin Theory, who faces John Cena later tonight. But this was a feel-good moment that I feel was warranted, earned, and deserved when it comes to tonight's takeover. And speaking of warranted, we might as well talk about this part, and that is Indy Hartwell surviving the ladder match for the NXT Women's Championship. Indy Wrestling. This entire finish caught me the hell off guard. I was not expecting to see Indy Hartwell. Matter of fact, I wasn't expecting to see Dexter Lumis. I was not expecting to see this man whatsoever. And I'm pretty sure Indy wasn't expecting to sit on his face either. Cause I don't know if that's PG, bro. I truly don't know if that's PG. Because if it's PG, then all right, there you go. But yeah, Indy Hartwell survived the ladder match for the NXT Women's Championship. To give you our predictions for both matches that we just talked about, I picked Tiffany Stratton to win because I thought it was her. I thought it was hers. Swallow picked Roxanne to retain. And as far as Johnny and Grayson Waller, I think I picked Grayson Waller, and Johnny and Swallow picked Johnny Gargano. But back to this women's ladder match. These women knocked it out of the park. We saw JC Jane return from injury. I believe she separated her shoulder a couple of weeks ago. So she returned from injury and cost Gigi Dolan her match. Tiffany Stratton was taking all the bumps. She took a ladder match spine buster, and then she took a sort of ricochet dive to the outside after getting pushed over, but nobody caught her. And the scream that woman let out in the middle of that situation was genuine. That was the sound of someone who just broke their ass. Literally, they broke their ass. Their ass is done. Spinal is literally what that woman went through. My back. Spinal. Praise JC. Okay, Austin. Praise JC. Okay, I knew you was gonna praise the milk, so I feel you on that. But nah. Prayers to Tiffany. That's what I'm saying. Prayers to Tiffany Stratton's back, man. That bump. I'm like, I already know if she's not seriously injured, hopefully she's not. I know she gonna feel that in the morning. she gonna feel that in the morning. Like, Jesus, 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 Jesus. But the match itself, yeah, I enjoyed it for what it was. Like I said, I picked Tiffany Stratton. Swallow picked Roxanne Tertain. We did not catch Indy Hartwell leaving as NXT champion. And speaking of ladder matches, also thoughts and prayers to Dante Martin, who suffered a gnarly injury at Supercard of Honor last night. We was live watching Good Burger over on twitch.tv/Ayo is Gresh. And we saw the news and I was like, oh fuck. So thoughts and prayers to both Tiffany Stratton and Dante Martin. That little bit gotta put some ice hot on her back. Yeah, if he don't break it first. But anyway, yeah, thoughts and prayers to both Tiffany Stratton and Dante Martin. Hopefully it's nothing too serious in both cases and they have a speedy recovery. And Tiffany, I'm talking about in the last thing. Yeah. I know. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Did we get any matches? I did not. Next up, speaking of an awkward spot after the unsanctioned match, and that was this match for the NXT Women's Tag Team Championships. Alba Fyre, Isla Dawn versus their names. I'm just literally drawing a blank. Versus the defending champions. Their names are literally drawing a blank. Fallon and Kiana James. Jesus, it was literally. I'm like, oh my god, what are their names right now? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was not. I was like, why am I drawing a blank? I was legitimately drawing a blank at that moment in time. I was not expecting to draw a blank when that happened though. But yeah, we have new NXT Women's Tag Team Championship. You forgot about a Black Queen's name. Wow. I know. I was trying to remember Fallon's name. That was because I was gonna say Fallon and Kiana, but then I was like, shit. So yeah. Fallon and Kiana James. These names are not common, especially their last name. I mean Henley, Fallon Henley. Man, I'm making excuses. Yeah, my bad. I forgot their name. Fuck it. I legit forgot their name. But yep, we have new NXT Women's Tag Team Champions as well. Shout out to both Isla Dawn and Alba Fyre. They went from whooping each other's asses in street fights and all that stuff to leaving as your new NXT Women's Tag Team Champions. Now, where does this leave? Where does this leave the former tag team champions who were literally champions for like a month and some change? I'm gonna be honest with you. I know for one thing, Josh Briggs, you not getting no poon tonight, bro. She asked you to toss a bag. When the Black Queen asks you to toss a bag, what do? You toss the fucking bag. You toss the bag. You know that saying? They say bros before hoes. No, flip it. It's hoes before bros. Happy wife or happy spouse, happy girlfriend, happy significant other, happy life. The friends will be all right. If your woman tells you to toss a bag, a loaded bag, you toss the bag. If she say, do this, pick this up, you toss it and you do it. So now she's about to hook up with Sebastian again. You ain't getting nothing, my bro. That's all I'm saying. All you had to do was follow instructions. But we have new NXT Women's Tag Team Champions, from adversaries to champions. Nothing too much to harp on this match. This match was all right. It was solid. It wasn't groundbreaking for me. It was like Alba Fyre came in like a house of fire, pun intended. She was ducking and dodging and doing everything, doing dives and knocking shit out of the park. Isla Dawn had the timeline in shambles. Shout out Steve OG. He was lusting after Ava and Isla. He wanted to swirl when it comes to those women. It was a situation. I knew the boy wasn't right when he set her purse on the ground before. That's what I'm saying. The boy ain't right. The boy ain't right. Like you like, yo, you don't no bitches. You get none. Like even if when you do get bitches, you fumble the bag. Like, bro, give me the bag. If it ain't with Kiana, give me Jakara. If it ain't Jakara, it's some of these new WWE tryouts attendees. Give me a shot. I won't miss. I'm gonna feel like Mello. I'm not missing. Like, bro, night and day, man. Happy significant other, happy life. That's it. That's all it is. And that's all it's gonna be. Next up, we're going to talk about the kickoff match. And that is, I believe this is the last match we will discuss. And this is the kickoff match, which was the in-ring debut for Ava of Schism. And I'm going to be honest with you, the match was pretty decent for what it was. They didn't really give Ava too much because this was technically her first match. And for people who are assuming that she was going to go out here and put on an instant classic, don't remember that Rocky Johnson or Rocky Maivia was not the best in the ring until later on, and even then, that's debatable. He was more over as a character than he was in ring. So that's what I'm saying. If you're looking for her to come out here and be fluid like some of your faves online, you got another thing coming. She's in the right brand. She's in NXT. She didn't pull a Dom and go straight to the main roster because of who she's related to. With all due respect to Dom. But at the same time, like, what more do you want? Like, did I enjoy the match for what it was? Yeah, it was. Like, I missed 2 weeks of NXT because of work, but I knew every storyline going into, and I liked the little tease that they did with Duke possibly joining Schism, and he took the shirt off and he put their shirt on, but then he he pulled Terry and ripped the shirt and basically bulked up and tried to, and basically took out Schism, and then obviously with the control of Schism or the control of Chase U on the line, it was pretty obvious that the Schism was losing this one. Was it a good showing for Ava? She had her moments. I would like to see more from her in ring, and I'm pretty sure they're going with them on the road. They'll probably start putting her in the ring. So seeing as they put her in the ring here on the kickoff, a lot of y'all understand, because I saw a lot of people mad that Tyler Bate was on the kickoff. This match was perfectly placed in the perfect spot. The kickoff, straight to the point, nothing more, nothing less. And I think that's all I have to say on this match as well. It was a fun opening match. I love Chase U, especially Thea Hale. That's my little scrappy dude. She is a ball of fire. She is so enjoyable to see. Like, she exudes that energy that a lot of people need, and she has it. I have to give her praise, and I have to give her props. She is literally my favorite incarnation of scrappy dude. All love to her. But other than that, I believe that's all I have for NXT Stand and Deliver. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this brief review, even the technical difficulties included with my microphone and my Rodecaster glitching all over the place. But with that being said, I got a little housey notes for you guys before we get up out of here. It is officially WrestleMania weekend. A couple of announcements as on par with the tradition of our show. There will be a WrestleMania Night 1 and Night 2 post-show tonight, with Night 1 April 1st and tomorrow April 2nd, following both shows respectively. Gresh Unleashed podcast on Twitch. For those of you who are my Twitch folks, we moved over from the Gresh Unleashed Twitch to the Ayo is Gresh Twitch for the foreseeable future, as a way to condense and consolidate all of our content streams over there, making that one central hub. As far as who won the speed round preview and predictions, It was a two-way tie. And hopefully I win the night 1 and night 2, but we will see. And with that being said, you guys stay safe out here in these streets. And remember to always eat, sleep, flex, and repeat. I'll see you guys tonight. We out, or I'm out. Be Breezy.